All right, we are working on number 9, and the first thing that we always do when we're solving problems like this is we always label the information we're given on the diagram we're given. And if there's not a diagram, then you draw a diagram. But we're told that angle GXC, follow G to X to C, is 2x squared plus 15. And angle GXF is 4x plus 5. I noticed something about those two angles. I noticed that number 1, they are not congruent, so you're not setting them equal. But I do notice that together they form a linear pair, and that's a really important vocab word. They form a linear pair. Excuse me. So when we're solving for x, we're not going to set them equal. We're going to add them to equal 180. Very good if you said that. Okay, so we've got 2x squared plus 15 plus 4x plus 5 equals 180. So we've got a nice little mess of stuff. So now we're going to clean it up. Let's get our broom out and let's sweep it up. Combine like terms and move everything to one side because I'm noticing it's a factoring problem. We've got 2x squared plus 4x plus 20 equals 180. So all I did so far was combine those. Now I'm going to bring the 180 over. So I'm going to subtract 180 from both sides. 2x squared plus 4x minus 160 equals 0. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh man, I've got to factor this and it has a leading coefficient. That's tough. But if you notice, every term has a 2 in it. Every term is divisible by 2. So guess what? You can just divide a 2 out of everything. So let's pull a 2 out. We are pulling a 2 out of everything. That leaves us with x squared plus 2x equals 80. Oh, and now our life is a lot easier. Yes, we still have to factor, but no, we don't have to deal with a leading coefficient. So we're going to get our parentheses ready for factoring. And we know that an x and an x are going to go in those spots. And we have to find factors of 80. I'm sorry, I'm looking. Yeah. Finding factors of 80 that somehow we could make a 2 with. Okay, so you brainstorm factors of 80. You've got 8 and 10, you've got 2 and 40, and you can go on as long as you want. But all that matters is that you find 2 numbers that you could make a 2 out of. And I actually got it on my first try. I can make a 2 out of those. So we write those down, doesn't matter what order. 8 and 10. We want it to be a positive 2. So think to yourself, would I want to do 8 take away 10, or would I want to do 10 take away 8? Since we want our answer to be positive, we're going to do 10 minus 8. 10 take away 8. All right, I'm going to go straight into the solutions. X equals negative 10 and positive 8. Those are our solutions. And notice it didn't ask us to find x. It asked us to find angle CXD and angle AXG. So let's start with CXD. Ooh, I noticed that angle is vertical to that angle right there. Those two green ones, they're vertical angles. So I can take, let me say a disclaimer real quick. The negative 10, when you plug that in, you're going to get a negative angle. So we're actually going to throw that answer out. It's going to give us a negative angle, and that's not okay. We don't deal with those in here. So I'm going to plug 8 in right here. 4 times 8 plus 5. 4 times 8 plus 5. 32 plus 5. And so we know that this angle right here, sorry, we're getting messy. This angle right here is 37 degrees, 37. The measure of that angle is 37 because these are vertical angles. So if this one is 37, then this one is 37. And finally, angle AXG. Angle AXG. So we have to think about how we're going to find the measure of that angle. Trying to see, so we know that one is 37. Let's plug in 8 right here. This problem's a doozy. Woo! 2 times 8 squared plus 15. I'm just taking my answer and I'm plugging it in. So 2 times 8 squared plus 15. That whole angle is 143. So we know that this is 37 and that one's 143. And these have to make a straight line. So, sorry about that. I had marked up my picture so much that I had left off this right angle, which is why I was like confused about how to solve it. So that right angle is there. You know, if this angle is 37, then this angle that's left is just 90 minus 37. It's called complementary. So you go to your calculator and you do 90 minus 37, and that's how you get 53.